What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Muscle, and this is another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast. And today, we have two special guests. I'm talking about these gentlemen. They are from the world's most smoked out podcast. I'm talking about these guys. They love hip-hop. You know who we have in the building? We have PK Hertz and Friday Ricky Dread from the We Love Hip-Hop podcast in the building. What's going on, gentlemen?
Chilling.
That was a fire intro, brother.
Thank you.
That was fire. That was fire. I won't lie. I appreciate that.
I'm ready to run some laps now.
Yo, that was a
Ready
psych
to make
intro.
it happen.
Yeah.
You know
That was a
what I
psych
mean?
intro.
So what's going on, gentlemen? How are you guys doing today?
Oh, man. Blessed and highly favored is just chilling, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to our side, East Side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the ends.
Listen, I'm
Not really
familiar
the
with
ends,
the
but
ends.
we're East Side.
I'm familiar with the ends, you know?
Yeah.
I'd be out here on the ends, you know,
Yeah.
every once in a while.
It's a late night creep.
You know, shoddy mission. You know, do what I gotta do.
Friday can speak for those shorty missions. I'm at home.
PK.
You know, I once in a while, I have a 1-2 brethren that actually live very close to where we are right now. Like, one brethren lives right around the corner. Like, literally, I could park here, walk there.
Yeah,
So,
just like that.
But yeah.
All right, let me get into you guys' background here. We Love Hip Hop podcast, all right? How did you guys connect, and then how did the show even come about all of a sudden?
Well, let's see. I feel like I told a story before, but back in the days, like 2017, back in February.
Okay.
I was already doing YouTubing before that, doing interviews and stuff like that, just here and there popping up on people, you know what I'm saying? And just talking a lot of shit online.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of tweets.
Yeah.
I'm a tweeter, you know what I'm saying? And somebody hit me on Facebook, said, you should start a podcast.
Just like that.
I responded, okay.
Yeah.
Next day, we were over at Vapor Central. Yeah, right? It was myself and a gentleman named Mike Stone.
Shout
I know
out
Mike Stone.
Shout
Yeah,
out
big
Mike
up Mike Stone and those guys over there. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Mike.
Right? First
Okay.
co-host.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
I was just a guy in the. I wasn't in the audience, but I came just to like Friday, like, yo, I'm doing a thing, pass through.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'll come through and I'll show my cigars and stuff like that. You know, like my weed stuff that I do with the weed.
Yeah.
So then, because I'm like, yeah, all right, boom. So then, like, I've been at every episode. Like, from day one, episode one, I've been there. It's just I didn't become the official co-host until after episode 3.
Episode 3.
It was by episode 3.
Episode 3 is when now Friday's like, yo, come do the podcast with me. I'm like, Bridget, yo, I don't know if I want to do this, you know, like, this is not my type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, yo, real talk. The man's like, yo, come, just give it a try. Just come try. I need you. Just come try. You know, you're my brethren, whatever.
Yeah.
True, we're brethren for over 20 years.
Okay, so you guys been connecting way before the podcast?
Yeah, we're brethren from time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've known Friday since he had dreads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before, well, obviously,
dread,
before, when he had his natty, you know, I know Friday since them times, like late 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and then just over the years, we have the same mutual friends and stuff like that. You know, we're in the same top, and it's like, yo, we're just brethren. So it was it makes sense. And then I was like, I'm not really feeling that. You know, like I like my certain anonymity. You know, like my not. You know, I like to be in the cut. You know, because even like before, my cousin would rap, and I'd be like in the cut, like you know, like
He never says who his cousin is.
Yeah.
Rapper legend Frankie Payne, aka or formerly known as Juggernaut.
What?
Let the people know.
yeah, this is my cousin, but I don't want to like, you know, I don't want to name drop or be like, you know, I'm getting like.
My family that.
It's my family same way, but you understand? That's what
I think
saying.
you're past the stage of name dropping right now.
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying? So then it's like that. So I'm always used to like being in the background with him, doing his thing, you know, whatever. He's doing his thing. I'm just there, you know, watching, observing, meeting people, and just naturally just making connections with people.
Play the background.
Yeah, so I ended up like half of the people we interview, I already probably know them, or like they know my cuz, or like I said, I'm in the background and I just be like, oh. So then now, this guy's like, yo, come. So now I'm in the forefront. So I'm meeting people, and people are like, yo. And it's like, I'm seeing people I haven't seen in years.
In a long
you know
time.
what I mean?
You're right. Because did it take a lot of convincing to actually get him on camera?
No, it's like the first 2 episodes, you're on camera with us, right?
Yeah.
Episode 1 and episode 2. Episode 2 we did over at like a exclusive spot, right? And we were interviewing Dusty Wallace and another
Humble
gentleman,
Child.
Humble Child.
I'll never forget the guy's name because of what happened, right?
So they started arguing.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike and him started over numbers or whatever.
Yeah.
And this is on the show?
Yo, this is during their taping. Like, this is before we're like, this is like, they're just recording, like, filming, but not for like, we're just recording the episode, right? It's not live or anything. But they ended up getting into a heated argument.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in the back watching, and I'm like, hold on a second, yo, the man them is really taking it to this. It's supposed to be a podcast. Like,
You know what the argument was over now?
What?
Nicki Minaj
No.
versus... It started with Nicki Minaj versus Remy Ma.
Remy Ma, yes.
And it turned into something completely different. And
How?
Because it was numbers, and the man's like, yo, long story short, the man's like, yo, people aren't asking for your music, basically. And the man took offense to what he was saying. But the way the delivery came wasn't nice.
Yeah.
So I see why he took offense to it, but whatever. But they were like, getting to the point where it seems like, yo, when they leave here, it's going to be a thing outside. So I'm like, yo, this can't be a thing. This is a podcast. Right? I'm like, yo,
That's crazy.
this is a podcast. So this can't, like, and then I just started talking, like, yo, the madam can't do that shit. Like, yo, like, and I basically tried to quell down the argument, right? And then from then, Mike was like, yo, I can't do this. I'm out.
This is just episode 2, bruh.
Right.
right? So now what? Episode 3, we had Rich Kid.
Okay.
Right, and we were doing it at our first location, the Burrowheads.
Yeah.
Right.
So it doesn't even exist no more.
Yeah.
Doesn't
So
even exist.
No.
Yeah.
at that point, it was like, "Yo, Herc, come through." You know what I'm saying? You know, he was reluctant. At the point, I'm gonna tell you all the story.
Yeah.
Back in 2017, because a lot of people don't know about episodes back then.
Okay.
Yes.
Right? But I knew that Herc wanted to. He was enjoying the show.
Yeah.
When there was 1 week where he couldn't make it, and I was like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna get a co-host for that day." And he's like, "Yo,
What?
I'm gonna come back, eh? Don't worry, I'll be back."
I guess. I like.
What?
Yeah.
I'll be back. And I was like, "Yeah, don't worry, don't." She's only gonna be here this week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess so. Yeah.
And then boom, the next week we're back to normal. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's
But then after I got off the phone, I was like, "Yeah. He's fucking with it."
You know, the funny thing
Definitely.
is that was probably just a reaction because, like, mentally, like, I'll probably say when I started really being like, yeah, it was a thing. Is like it's like almost a schedule now. It's like every Wednesday or every Tuesday, whatever. Like the day it started becoming a schedule, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not really doing much more. I can have time for this, and hey, I'm meeting a lot of interesting people. Like, I got to meet my favorite rap group when I was a teenager. I got to interview Onyx.
I see that.
Right?
It was
And-
crazy. Yeah.
Like I said in my caption in my page, like I would have never thought that I would have told my 14-year-old self that, yo, you're gonna interview Onyx, Sticky Fingers, and Fredro Star one day in the future. I would have looked
On
at myself
your show.
on my exactly on a show that we created. You understand what I'm saying? Or Friday created and I became a part of, and it's like. I would have been like, yeah, right, you're crazy. You're talking shit. Go back and smoke another blunt. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what I would have told my young self talking to my older self. And it was like, or vice versa.
Yeah,
But it
it's
was
that wild. It's that crazy
Yeah.
nowadays. Things
And-
happen that quickly.
Yeah, and
that's-
it's also
it's a blessing.
Like, I've been working in this media spectrum for a long time, right?
Okay.
Managing groups, working on street teams.
Okay.
I've done every type of media job. I've been a rapper. So everything comes together to bring it to where we are now, right? You know what I mean? I feel like I stopped rapping in 2017.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just stopped rapping.
You see, that's funny because I smirked earlier. He's like, yeah, back in the day, 2017. I'm thinking to myself, bro, that's back in the
years ago.
I know, but it's just like, you could just say like, yeah, 2017. You know, adding that back in the day, when someone says back in the day, to
No,
me,
because I was rapping from way back.
I understand that,
You
but
know
I'm
what
just saying how I feel like, I feel like when someone adds the back in the day, it's like,
When you say back in the day, you need at least a 10 years, 12 or 15.
yeah, at
Then
least
we'll
a
go back.
decade. Then you can be like, yeah, back in the day, not back in the day 2017. Yeah, 2017.
That's funny. So then this is what it brings me to next. When did you guys each fall in love with hip hop?
Wow. Friday, go ahead.
What was that turning point where you said, you know what, I love this?
I'm gonna age myself by answering this question. Like 84, 85 when I heard LL Cool J. Whenever LL Cool J dropped I'm Bad.
Yes.
It wasn't radio, it was after radio.
Yeah.
Okay, so when he dropped I'm Bad from the Bigger and Deffer album.
His face in the sand.
Right?
You know the lyrics.
I was there, and I remember I took a trip to Barbados.
Yeah.
And I was there watching the TV over there, and they had no channels.
It's
right? They had like,
only antenna.
yeah, like 3 channels on the TV tops. And that video came on.
Wow.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh my God.
Yeah, that wide.
And I was done. I was in. I was in. Never turned back.
You're
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
You're 100% right, because that song there changed the whole game and the face of hip hop.
Yo, forget Oreos, eat Cool J. I was like, yo, he's spazzing. Yo, he jumped from one corner, like the one room where he was jumping.
Yeah.
He went from one corner, like he was almost on the ceiling in some shots. I was
It
like,
was
this
wild.
guy's crazy.
Yeah, LL was the man.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I need to listen to stuff that sounds like this all the time.
And from there, you were hooked.
I was hooked.
PK.
Well, it's around probably the same time, like LL Cool J, but right. So I'm younger than Friday, obviously, but also I have memories of like my mom and her brethren's partying and whatever, music playing in the background. So like The Message but my favorite song of all times is White Lines.
White Lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know. Bass.
Yes.
Bass. White Lines.
Yes.
Yo, that song right there gives me
Classic.
goosebumps. Like that is what made me fall in. Like that's the music I love the most. Like hip hop, like that. Like
You get it.
you understand what I'm saying? Like that. Like all this new hip hop music, I love it. But that right there, that particular song and the beat, everything about that.
Everything about that was, I could even remember seeing that video on Much Music. I remember that.
Right? Like,
You know what I mean? Those
Atomic Dog
things just...
and stuff like that. Like that's the, and I'm young at these times. I'm still like,
Yeah.
but that's it right there. Like
That
that's when I
planted
could
the
say
seed right
that
there.
was like like those type of old break beats and stuff like that is what I love. Like Two Live Crew. I mean, I'm sorry, not Two Live Crew. Raw Bass,
Yes,
Easy Rock.
yeah,
It Takes Two. Like yo, Milk
Herbie
is chilling.
Hancock,
Yes.
Rocket, and all
You
those stuff.
understand?
Yeah.
Buffalo Boy, whatever,
Yep.
around else. Like that type of hip hop right there is like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, Run DMC, Rock the Bells, and all. Yo, that's and the LL Cool J's. That so all of that right there. And then after when Biggie came, I was like, oh,
that sealed the deal.
God.
The deal was sealed right
Biggie,
there.
Wu-Tang
Clan.
Method Man, all Grave Diggers, all of this, just different onshoots of music. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then the Canadian sound started picking up with a 1-2 Canadian artist, and I was like, yeah, this is crazy, this is mad. So I've always had a love for hip hop, but I'd have to say early 80s for sure.
Yeah, I definitely agree, because that's when it was really just coming out. It was on underground stations, no commercial, anything. That was hip hop. You know what I mean? That was when it was crazy.
Yeah, like when I was in school and people used to be like, "Yo, you like rap?"
Like, what is that subgenre?
Beatbox. That's
Like whatever, that's what you're listening to. Like shunning me for the shit. But it's like,
It's all
look at me
good.
now.
Look where it is now. You get it. What made you? You know what? You're 1,000%. Whenever I go into a mall and I actually hear, I don't even, when you just hear the music faint and you hear like the hi-hats and stuff, it's like, hold on, that's hip hop they're playing in the middle of Scarborough Town Center, in the middle of Eaton Center.
That's right.
And this is normal now?
Right in the middle of Pacific Mall too.
Crazy.
Well, hip hop is the highest listened to genre in the world
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
It's
It
like a
was supposed to be
statistic.
a petty rap form that's basic and fuck Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Just like that.
Yeah.
So Friday, what made you decide to actually name the podcast We Love Hip Hop?
That's a good question, man. A lot of it is search engine optimization,
Okay. Fair
to
enough.
be honest.
Yeah.
Right? Partially organic from an idea. Like one of my brethren's, big up the Gramps, you know what I'm saying?
Big up.
He's been throwing me like name ideas for years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I feel like I came to him with one version, like something hip hop, and he's like, why don't you call it We Love Hip Hop?
Yeah.
Right?
Back.
And I was like, yeah, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because we love, and then back to the search engine optimization,
Yeah.
we love high search.
Anything else will
Hip
come
hop.
after.
love hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At
That's
first,
true.
because we're on our second YouTube channel right now.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because the first one went down last year, close around this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let me ask you, what happened to it?
Community guideline violations.
Okay.
Right. There was a lot of this old stuff that I could take account for like my old YouTubing days.
Okay.
Because pre-podcast, like, fuck, I was posting all types of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the KKK guy that went viral who just sat there on a chair and who was just like, nigga, this and that guy there.
Yeah.
Posted that. When I posted Drake's interview, his rare interview that he did with Zane Lowe.
Okay.
Reposted that right away.
Yes, I remember that. I watched that one there too.
When Birdman got on Hot 97 after he spazzed out, reposted that. I would be getting slapped with copyrights left and right back in the days.
Didn't care.
I just wanted this channel to grow then.
Yeah.
Right? But then I started creating shows, food shows. I had a show called Food Lovers.
Okay.
Just used to go up to different restaurants, like independent restaurants, and cover the restaurant. Right? Talk about the food, see if I could talk to the owners, and just do that. Also started a show called What Do You Think?
Yeah.
Which was formerly called Women, What Do You Think?
Okay.
Where I would just walk up to women and men on the street
Right.
and just ask them relationship questions.
Just like that.
Yeah. How long does it take before, in a relationship before you can take a shit at his house?
Yeah. That's pretty random.
Just walk up to someone in the daytime.
That wouldn't be the first question though. I'll set it up with two nicer ones.
I would hope
It's the
so.
setup.
And then bam, the
Yeah.
shit question.
I
Or
would hope so.
you ever receive a dick pic?
Yeah.
And then, ooh, I just got one. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. But all that just making shows and just doing different things. But to answer your question, a couple of things from before, they went back and found and said, we're hitting you for this now. When the show started getting hot.
Got you.
And I think also it's because we were just about to be able to go and use their equipment. Like, you know, when you get to a certain level, you can go into their office
10K
and we have so much subscribers. And like, we're literally
That's where you guys are at.
we're just,
9,876.
This
You know
guy
what I'm
knows the
saying?
number word for word.
right?
Yeah.
So, and then they just came and hit us with old stuff, guidelines from old videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where you can say back in the day videos. You understand what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Like
And-
a 2015, a 2016, and then there was one that we recently had put out at that time, which, you know, it was kind of racy. It was an interview with
But that video is on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
what, her video?
Yeah, like her video.
No, that got taken out.
But it was still there for a while after, like maybe
Yeah, but
now.
her channel got slapped too.
Which video is this here?
So we interviewed, because there's multiple shows under the We Love Hip Hop Network. Okay, at this point, We Love Hip Hop Network has the podcast. It has, you know, a show that I do called 6 Views.
Yep.
And there was another show that was under there called 6 List.
This is in my questions to ask you about Six List.
Okay.
I love Six List, bro.
So 6 List was a show that was done by one of our old co-producers. Okay. We created the 6 List concept as something to like have next to the podcast, so because we had an overflow of interviews and different things like that, and maybe interview some other people other than just the rappers and stuff like that, right?
Businessmen.
That makes sense. So then
and
it's
stuff
not
like that.
We Love Hip Hop. It's Six List. So that anything in the six you could talk about.
Exactly.
Makes
But
sense.
it was still underneath the We Love Hip Hop umbrella because it was on the channel. Yada yada yada.
That's what a lot of people were making a mistake. They were thinking, "Oh, this is We Love Hip Hop." No, it's a show on the We Love Hip Hop network.
Yeah.
Right, the 6 List. So people would be like, "Yo, how you let that girl come on the show? Are you trying to say that girl's better than me, fam?" Like, there's nothing like that.
This
'cause
girl seems to be nameless. Who are we speaking
We're talking about
Sagittarius
Sagittarius
Shorty.
I
Shorty.
knew 1,000% that's what you're talking. 1,000%.
And you know what? We're not going to go into a whole Sagittarius shot,
No.
right? Because we get blamed for why do you guys give her so much
I seen the comments.
traction.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not intentional. She's making her own traction on her own.
She basically had the traction. That's how she got to you guys in the first place.
Yeah, it wasn't like, we're like, let's just find some random girl and put her on the show.
Yeah, no, because you just, at that, you know, raciness, slackness, and
It's the nature of the beast.
a person who's telling an honest truth is a dangerous person. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of people want to see who she's gonna expose. People that are saying, "Oh, why you put that under the wheel?" it wasn't Once Again. It was a different show, but you watched it same way, right? Because that show was like it was trending. That episode trended.
So that came across my desk. You know what I mean?
Because we're going all over the place, but let's get back to why the channel got shut down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So on that show, there was an interview with Alizé, a rapper slash.
I know who you're talking about.
Adult.
What
would I call it? Exotic scene.
An exotic rapper.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? She doesn't really have a title.
Well,
she's an entertainer.
She's in the exotic entertainment scene, and she does education on it and stuff like that. Like she has a whole thing that she does, and she's a rapper. But in that interview, some of the splices that were put in it were a little bit too racy.
Got you.
Right, so we got hit with a a community guideline for that. And with YouTube, if you get 3 community guideline strikes within 6 months, they're coming for your channel.
Yeah.
So they took 2 old ones, 1 new one. Boom.
That's it.
Woke up in the morning, couldn't even refresh the
They try to appeal
thing.
it. The appeal process is just...
It's crazy. Wow. And do you think that's probably because of, Sagittarius Shorty and stuff like that, but do you think it was more or less what you guys represented, what made you guys get the strike in the first place, as in, I'm showing all these underground rappers talking about all type of stuff. Probably why they say, you know what, we got to kind of slow these guys down a bit.
It can be said, but really and truly, YouTube really has clear guidelines. You're not allowed to do certain fuck shit, right? So, for example, like we've had the new channel for a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't saying shit about the new videos. Sometimes it might be a little bit hard to get some videos monetized than others.
Yeah.
Well, I also keep in mind, you know what I mean, being from like a corporate background and working in the industry, we are thumping down mad weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're smoking a lot of weed. The guests are smoking weed. Some of them are drinking. We are cursing. You know what I mean? So
you basically, you know what it is. You know what you're getting yourself into, basically.
But nowadays, with the weed being legal and stuff, like, you know, we're not really doing anything wrong. Like we're not out there promoting whatever. We're just promoting the music. We don't want to talk about your beef. We don't care about your ops, because you know what? We're gonna play your ops music whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So. Don't be mad at us. We're not biased. That's the whole thing of we love hip hop.
Yeah.
It's not we love drama. We love
we love one certain block.
You know, like of course I have my love for my block.
Yeah.
You know, like any other person has love for their block, right? But like when it comes to the music and there's no bias. There is no, oh, this guy is hotter than this guy. Nah, if you're hot, you're hot.
You're in the media now,
Exactly.
so you can't play that I'm on the left side or I'm on the right side. You got to play straight down the middle, do your job to the best of your ability. You know what I mean?
Right.
That makes sense. You brought up 6 List. Are you guys ever going to bring that show back?
No.
You guys aren't going to bring it back?
That show was not coming back.
Yeah.
No, that show was discontinued last year when we parted ways with our old co-producer.
Okay.
So the content still remains with us on the We Love Hip Hop Network. It's all the old videos are still there.
You can watch it, yeah.
But it evolved into 6 views.
Got you.
Right?
Got you.
So now, like, it's the same format in 6 views. You still see just the person being interviewed. I'm conducting the interviews for now for that show.
Okay.
And we got a part 2 for Sagittarius Shawty.
all right. You know what I liked about that show there? It almost seemed like you went into, what do you call those things there again, where it's a steam room? Like a steam room, shut the door, it's a small little room, and we're just talking. It seems so intimate and crazy.
Oh, the studio
the studio we were recording in was a...
It was like a steam room.
Yeah.
It was literally
That's
like
what it looked like. You go in the gym, and after you finish the gym, you go into the steam room.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like. You shut the door.
And everything. Yes, it's
so
true.
small.
Brethren, with the door, when it closes, it does that.
Yeah.
That suction thing.
Yeah, because on a roller. Yeah.
So you're like, oh no, I'm in here now.
No, I can't lie. That really brought me into the show. Because the same Sagittarius Shorty you talk, that was probably one of the first. I've seen you guys came across my desk before, but that one there, for some reason, that one there caught me. I said, let me see what all these people are talking, because before I actually clicked on it, I read the comments. I said, okay, you know what? Let me see what's going on here. And from it's like, you've ever watched one of those shows where you touch a TV screen and you get sucked in? From there, I was sucked into you guys' world. from there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Definitely, I watch it, like it. How do you guys actually choose your guests and say, okay, this is who's going to be on? I don't think this person's ready. How do you choose your guests?
Traction.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I said, and I always reiterate, I've been in this industry for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
So I'm not here to choose whose music's hotter than whose music. Okay. Like there's certain types of shit that I like. So if it was based on what we like, it's like the type of hip hop we like, then you only hear like the most lyrical guys on the show all the time.
Yeah.
It's up to what the people like. And the people will show you who they like.
Yeah.
And it'll show up in the numbers.
The market is the market is the market.
And not just their YouTube numbers, like are they popping up on people? Are people reposting their shit, dancing to their shit? You know what I'm saying? Like are they
making viral videos of people's music and stuff like that? You know, are they doing that? Are they doing, you know,
are they on all
challenges or
platforms? You know what I mean? Are they on their Spotify? Like when I click their music video, I could also get to their track on Spotify too. Like
that matters.
Yeah, like their tune chord up or something. You know what I mean? At least
about their business.
Yeah, so that when we interview them, a year from now they'll be doing more shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to interview somebody that a year from now they stop rapping because they were just trying a thing.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Make no fucking sense.
Not at this point in the game.
Or they're promoting the same song from last year.
Yeah. So if you know, if we can see that you're doing mad work, forward.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
We don't have to like your shit.
Yeah.
You're doing mad work.
Streets, you're
exactly.
working.
You're making the people want to see and hear your music.
Yeah.
You're saying, oh, yo, the comment gang is usually the ones like, yo, when you having this man on the show?
That's what I told you. That's what I read the comments under Sagittarius Short.
Yeah.
And that basically told me, you need to watch this video.
Yeah, because that's what the comments will tell you. Like, yo, who's this guy or what's that guy about? Which ends are, when you having this? Yo, we're waiting for this guy, eh? Yeah. You're playing, eh? Yo, you're playing. When's this guy coming on?
Jesus.
And they're getting mad. Like,
okay.
Yo, we're working. We're trying to, and then when we put it's funny because when they ask about the person they ask about, and then we've already interviewed them, so it's a little hilarious for us because we already know episodes coming.
Yeah.
People are just,
They haven't seen it yet.
But sometimes this guy can't keep the cat in the bag. You understand what I'm saying? This guy, yo, da 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 da.
Just to calm them
and
down.
People are like, yo, hold on. What did he say?
Yeah.
Oh, and then the comments will be chill or whatever. But it's all love. Like, it's all love.
Yeah. Who's been one of your most exciting podcasts? Somebody that you were really happy to sit down with, besides Onyx?
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody that you said, you know what, I want to talk to this person.
There's a few, man.
Yeah.
Like, me personally, I got to interview Smith & Wesson.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that. Yeah.
This is old before we get to that answer, a lot of people only realize that they only see the Bizloke episode and think that's episode 1. That's episode 47.
I do know. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that means there was a whole 46 episodes before that. Right? So Smith & Wesson is 1.
And that's under the We Love Hip Hop brand. Yeah.
That was like episode 30.
Yeah. That I didn't see.
With
that
A-Track,
one.
right?
And A-Track, same episode.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people was like, oh yeah, I seen the Bizloke interview.
Yeah.
Okay, did you see the first 44 before that, 46
Did you see
before
starting
that?
from scratch?
Yeah, starting from scratch. We had starting from scratch for like
Or
2
Choclair.
hours.
Hold on. You
Choclair.
guys had scratch on the episode?
Listen to me. Our alumni list is long. Like,
Deep.
if you think of if we would sit here and try to go like JB, Frank from Frank and Dank, Maestro sorry, Choclair, DJ starting from scratch, DJ Ritz, like Rich Kid, Legend Atom Bomb, Dusty Wallace, and flipping Humble Child. Like I could keep naming names like Genghis Kong, C4, like Jellystone,
Seen that.
Moolah, Pillar B, Thoroughbred, like the list goes on and on. Swagger Right, flipping Block Boy Twitch.
Yeah, seen that.
Like,
I'm trying to think of the ones,
like the obscure ones, like even we had porn stars. Okay, Mindbender.
Yeah.
You understand? Like we had Mindbender and his girlfriend who happened to be a porn star, and then we dove into that.
Okay.
And we've had producers, Craig Maddox.
Oh no, he's a record company.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We have record.
Sony Music.
But you understand?
Okay.
We've had
and we've had Ivan Evidente from
do you understand?
Universal.
Like, yo, so we've had.
What? We do this?
Yeah.
There's a roster. There's a roster of people like Candy K.
Candy K's been on the show twice because she's been on 6 lists.
I seen both episodes with her.
Right, Malaysia. We had Melly from Tone Masons. We've had Tone Masons with flipping Rumhead or Kool-Aid and Soundsmith. Soundsmith. Yes,
Yeah.
and like so, it's just like so many people.
As far as like an episode that it was really like, yes, we got it.
Yeah.
There's 2 that stand out in my brain right now for new younger rappers.
Yeah.
And they were both in the same place.
Okay.
Oh yes,
Smiley,
Seen that?
yep.
right?
Yeah.
And Pyrex.
Okay, I didn't see that one.
No one's seen that. Nobody's seen that yet.
Yeah.
The footage is still raw.
Okay.
Nobody's seen that yet.
No. I seen the Smiley one. I seen the clips and then I seen the full interview. But the Pyrex, no, they didn't get that one there yet. Well, clearly, they
Because
put
pulling
out
it together is kind of like, it's nerve-wracking in a way for that. Because one, the Smiley interview, we were supposed to do an interview with him before, it never happened. I'm not going to get into the second time of how we got that booked, but
It was booked.
it was booked.
Yeah.
I hit up one of my good friends, old friend, Noah 40 Shabib,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, can we use the studio to interview Smiley?
Okay.
And he's like, forward. I was like, for real?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So now I just have to make sure that he remembers that he told me to do that because he's just a little bit busy, just a slightly busy.
Just a touch.
You know what I'm saying? And he could,
Just
Just
smudge
40. That's it.
you know what I mean? He might be hanging out with this guy you might have heard of named Drake. I don't know.
It sounds familiar. I'm not really sure.
So he might forget.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Yeah.
So when he didn't, and it was like it all is happening, and we got it in the can. It was like yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's big
Because it's like there's a lot of moving parts right there. You know what I'm saying?
to make it happen.
Yeah.
You,
For
PK.
me, I would have to say was Maestro was one for me.
Big.
Maestro was one for me because like it's funny. I met Maestro before plenty of times, like around like in the background with my cousin, or like and shout out Tona on Tona's video shoot and stuff like that. Like I showed the man a picture. He's like, "Yo, hold on, this is 2015." Like, yo, I'm like, "Yeah, that's from like,
Been in the cut.
But then it's like, I was actually starstruck to interview him. In the interview, I was like, oh, fuck, it's like Maestro. Like, holy shit, we're interviewing Maestro now. Like, yo. So that one was a big one for me. Frank from Frank and Dank, or Dank from Frank and Dank, like that was another one.
Yep.
Because Jay Dilla and there, he got emotional, so that one was there.
Yeah.
And even another one too was like when we did the director with Kashmir.
Oh, Kashmir.
Yeah, because I like camera behind the scenes and stuff like that, right? So that was a good one for me also. But yeah, those Maestro, that was probably like most after Lex is the Smiley and Pyrex.
Yeah.
The Maestro was like the Maestro was
Yeah,
like,
no, that was big. I watched that one.
That was definitely an honor
Even
for
some
sure.
stories he was giving in that one there that I really liked. The one where he said, the guy said, "Your mom is a nice guy?" No. I don't even remember what it was, but it was crazy. It was funny. Everybody's laughing and stuff. It was crazy. But yeah, the Maestro one was good. Right now, you guys are the authorities when it comes to this right now. Give me your
Thank
top
you.
5 rappers that we should be looking out for right now in the city. Top 5.
You go first on this one.
Yeah. You guys can split it
The
up.
man
You can
put
do
me
2
at-
and he does 3.
The man is, you see the man is threw me under the bus? Like, yo, you can go first.
You go first. Hey, no problem.
Okay, I'm gonna throw some bias to my block.
Okay.
G-Body.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's just energy.
sick.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like his energy is nuts. His tracks are just the energy in his tracks are nuts. I'm gonna have to go up top with some of the Neat Gang guys up there. You know, the Neat Gang. They have a group of like Burner Bands and like Houdini and YG and a bunch of them. Like their whole little, they're not little, but their camp.
Yep.
FB. I like those guys. Down a little further down. I can't like I don't want to be I don't want to sound like Pyrex is nice, like
100.
Moolah, Pillar B. Oh, Pillar B out here. Yo,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite tracks from Pillar B. Like, yo, so Pillar. I like that grimy raw hip hop, you know, so anything that's really grimy. Auto-tune's a little.
Yeah.
Not a much, but yeah. For me, I would say like top 5 in the city to look out for. Fuck, that's a mean one. Like I say, God Body. Look out for God Body. Keep your eye on Pyrex for sure. He's not even. He's from the East End. DBX. DBX2.
Yeah.
Money. The Traffic. Like that guy. His sound is
Money
crazy.
Mike and those guys.
Money Mitch. Like,
Money Mitch. Yeah.
his sound is like
Money
nuts
Mike and Mitch.
right there. His sound up there is like it's crazy. They're from the East, but they go out to
They're in like Edmonton.
Edmonton. I know that. Edmonton.
that.
But yeah, they're those guys there. That's 3. Fuck, let me give you 2 more. Yo, I like. I'll think about it. I'll give you 2 more before we're done.
Okay, Friday.
So, the question is, who's the next? The 5 top rappers in the city that
5 coming out right now. That these are the 5 you need to look out for.
Now, this is without my bias.
Okay.
This is just out of what I'm seeing from what the traction that they've been creating and just like the amount of buzz and everything that's going on and their business moves.
Yeah.
Killy, Pressa, Bizloke,
Yeah, 100.
It's a lot of people.
because there's people that are in my brain that are like moving around, and I'm like, I don't want to put anybody. I want to make this list.
And this is, and it's not official. It's not gonna hold you to it or anything.
Young Tory.
100%.
I'm gonna add 2 more instead of 5.
Okay.
Smiley,
Oh yeah,
100, yeah.
I can't forget.
Yeah.
Smiley.
right?
Yeah, Smiley for sure.
Right. I'm really, really digging Pyrex's stuff.
Yeah.
Like his new 314 EP is, I've been like listening to it like crazy.
Yeah.
Right? And I want to have him on that list. I just want to see more from him.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm
I can
saying?
deal with that. I can live with that. 100%.
But I feel like somebody who is going to creep from the background and make a lot of noise that a lot of people are going to be digging. The Crook.
The Crook.
Oh, Killer the Crook, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Crook is nice.
Yeah.
Did he drop the Killer?
He's kind of dropped the Killer from time,
Yeah.
but like people still call him Killer the Crook because it's easier, I think, to find him on Instagram.
Yeah.
I can't speak for him,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, definitely Killer the Crook.
his
for
music
sure.
is
Crook.
he's got that.
Same sound.
He's got the sound where he's giving the young boy shit,
Yeah.
but he's still giving people bars. So he's feeding both markets.
He's flowing.
Yeah, and you know all the check marks are done as far as the look, everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And girls are into him.
Yeah. From you
Can't
say that
lose.
part there, from the females are into it,
Yeah. You can't. lose.
you're on the right path right now.
Yeah. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not in the top 5 yet because he still has to, you know, and he's had his issues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if he stays consistent, he's gonna be right there. Somebody's gonna be trying to scoop him up right away and try to put him in a record deal or something.
Yeah. Okay, got one more for you then. Hottest female rapper right
knew
now
it was
in the
coming.
city. In the city.
Hands down.
The hottest?
Chromazz.
What?
Thank you.
The hottest?
Thank you.
She's the
Thank you.
hottest? Like,
Oh, hold on. I want to hear from you, and then I'm not
going by the hottest music or this music's better than the other. I'm saying you're on fire right now.
oh yeah,
Everybody's
I agree
eyes
with
are
that.
on you.
I agree with
it's
that.
fucking Chromazz.
I agree with that.
100%.
I agree with that. 100%. I agree with that. Yeah, as more like most popular or whatever. Like, yeah, I would say I would also go with Chromazz. Yeah, you know, but like, there's other female rappers that can rap. You know, I'm not saying she can't rap, but she doesn't like. I don't know, the rapping she doesn't. I don't mind it, but
Yeah.
I wish it was like more substantial.
What I find with her, it's more, if you notice every song that she came out with, she consistently gets better. I'm
Yes,
not her biggest musical fan by no stretch
I've
of the
noticed that
imagination.
myself also. I tell that to
Inch by
Friday too.
inch, it gets better. And whatever machine she has behind her is going to make sure that she goes where she needs to.
Oh, for sure. Most
That
definitely.
machine behind Chromazz
Oh,
is
most
going to make it
definitely.
happen.
And she's still indie.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. Like, excuse me, she's definitely.
To me, don't be surprised if she passes the guys right now. Because she's on that
passing
trajectory
already. She's
right
already
now.
passing the guys.
Yeah.
Right? But there's other ladies that are doing their thing out there. Badass Bucks is really dope. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't put out a lot of stuff, but she's very dope. Duchess is dope. You know what I'm saying? Nana Goody, Goldie London.
Yes.
That's fucking crazy. Right? And every time she drops, it's like a spectacle. Everybody's like, oh shit, oh my God.
Nazia.
What's her name? Nazia. Yeah, crazy. Nazia can rap her fucking ass off.
And the sororities.
Actually, now that you mentioned the sorority, if you're gonna put like the top, Havaya Mighty is gonna be one of the next fucking lady rappers.
This is the Dread girl, the dark skin one, right? She's fire.
She's
okay.
So
fire.
she's fire. She's
Where's she from?
She's I don't know.
Yeah.
She's from a group. I don't know if the group is still together, but sorority was the name of the group or whatever. But
she's crazy.
Yo, she does some of her own solo shit. It's fire. It's nuts.
You guys definitely have a pulse on what's going on. So then this is another one I want you guys to think about this question here. Does Canada or even Toronto have a legit hip hop scene, or do we just have legit artists? Big difference.
Scene and a half, bro.
A legit one, you know. Remember when Atlanta was popping, all right, and they took over the world. When Texas was popping, took over the world. New York was popping and took over the world. Does Toronto have that same take over the world, or we just have artists that could take over the world? Big difference.
What do you think first?
I think we can take over the world with this. Like we don't have. This is the scene. Toronto's the scene. We've made our name in the past 20 years as the spot. Like yo. Chuck D was here last week.
Yeah.
And Chuck D had nothing but praise, and he said, this is Chuck D now, saying, yo, I always thought to myself that the best MCs came out of Toronto and Montreal.
Okay.
You understand? This is Chuck D speaking now, live on television.
Yeah.
And he's calling out the old school, like, no old school, but Mishi Me and stuff like that. And the names he names is like, whoa, this guy really knows the Toronto hip hop. Well, obviously he knows hip hop, but you understand what I'm saying? So for that man there to be like, yo, I've always thought that. And then the people he drawed for is the names that solidified that, like Maestro and Cardinal and Shot Claire and Socrates and Mishi Me, the queen of hip hop. He's called her in Toronto. Well, it's not. He's not lying.
Yeah,
you understand 100%. What I'm saying? So that right there, we've had a scene. It might have just trickled down a bit, but guess what? The flames are fanning again,
like crazy.
Because it doesn't matter where you go in the world. They know Canada.
They know Toronto.
They know Toronto, exactly. They don't think we live in igloos no more. You don't hear that, yo, is there igloos over there?
No. Remember those.
Exactly. We're the world champs of the NBA. Don't forget it. Toronto Raptors are the champions.
100.
You understand? With or without Kawhi, we're still the champions.
100%.
You know, it's a team. Thank you, Kawhi. Yeah, I called you pussy on the show, but because he didn't defend. That's why I say he's pussy. You have the right to go home and be with your family. I don't wrong you for that. It's weird to me how you don't defend a championship, but
that's true. But that's one thing. I get it. But you're 100% right.
But other than that, like,
so we got it like that.
Yo, we're the scene. We're the spot. The eyes are on us. Everybody's on us to the fact they're hating on us so much.
We got a scene.
Yeah,
we got.
Hate is good, right?
The only difference
you're doing
is,
something
like with us and like in Atlanta, is that we don't have a whole bunch of rappers who are making a shitload of money yet. But we do have a few.
Yes.
And we have more than just a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, the new bud of rappers that have come out over the years, we're talking about, like, Tory Lanez is a rich man who's come out of Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Jazz Cartier has had success. A lot of people in this new age or the new Toronto has made it to now where, like I'm curating this, like, top 10 list or whatever every week, right? There's at least, and it's not a top 10 list anymore. It's called the top Canadian music videos.
Yeah, because
there's more than 10 music videos,
100%.
brand new, within 7 days.
Yeah,
that's how quick it's moving right now.
The list that's out right now, there's 15 new music videos that's dropped within 7 days, brethren. And this has been happening consecutively for months.
Wow.
From what I've been tracking or what we've been tracking. And this has probably been going on before we've been tracking this shit.
Yeah.
This is the list that he's talking about.
No, you're right, because you know what it is? It's because guys like you now, that's in the field, you could actually show this is what's going on. Before, we just had much music, or the radio, like Flow and stuff, was playing, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But you never really got them on a come up before they actually got there. We only seen them when they were there. You get some mixtapes. There were some guys on the road doing mixtapes, but now, since you have a digital platform and it can reach anybody with a cell phone or a laptop or a TV, that totally changed the game.
Yep.
Keep in mind, we're not repeating songs from the week before.
Yeah.
This is 7 days and 15 of tracks that made it on the list.
Some of the
There's tracks that didn't make it on the
Some of the artists
Yeah.
may be the same artist week to week, but it's
Different
music.
Yeah.
It's not the same music.
That's crazy.
Like we've had, like for example, even Rooney, Don't Get Close.
Yeah.
The man was on the list for probably like 7 or 8 weeks consistently with different
Music,
tracks.
bangers,
just
bangers,
boom, 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 boom,
We
boom, boom,
can't
boom.
use your track from last week. If you send us a track that's 3 weeks old, sorry fam, it can't make it on the list.
That's crazy. I can't believe you're saying this about Canadian hip hop, because at one point that was unheard of. You get one song for the year, and you might work.
80% of that list is Toronto.
Yeah,
I would say
Toronto.
more than 80.
Not even Canadian, Toronto.
I'm
Toronto
dying to
inspired.
pluck a, here you're from Edmonton, you're from Montreal, so we could say, yo, representing some other places. It's bare Toronto. I'm talking like, let's say 15 tracks.
Yeah.
Some tracks are left on the cutting room floor because they only had a couple of hundred views, so they couldn't make it on the list.
They didn't have enough time to bubble.
That's crazy.
You understand what I'm saying? Like they're bubbling, but they didn't have the time to like, whoa, bubble. Like if it was a 2-week list, like yeah, if we played songs from last week and this week, then sure, you'd probably hear a song that was on the cutting room floor. No disrespect, I mean that your music is nothing cutting room, but you know, like
It just didn't accumulate the amount of views.
Exactly.
And that's what you're basing off of. So again, it's not because I liked it or didn't like it. This is the metrics that I'm using to measure. So because this is what I'm measuring, you didn't make it this week, but you might make it next week type of thing.
I'll give my
well, they're not gonna make it next week because there's gotta be a new track. Right?
That's true.
There's gotta be a new track. You gotta come with new music. So
That's so
actually,
crazy.
we're kind of, I think in a way, we're like forcing these guys to keep making more music if they want to be on the list, because
And that's good.
they
It's
appreciate it. The people appreciate it. Like I see in my stories, oh yeah, I made the top 6 list this week. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Reposting screenshots and this and that.
That's how you explode it. That's how you keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got a round called the Rapid Facts, but before we get to that round, one question I want to ask you guys.
Okay.
What was your most tense moment in a podcast so far?
tense moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Something where it seemed, because again, you know, you're dealing with people that have ops and all those stuff. There's something that you can feel the energy shifted.
I'll tell you when. And this is when we were out at 420 doing a live party. We were paid to come and do our podcast live at this event. And this guy felt like he could sit, because we're like, yo, you know, we don't care, it's a live event, there's people around, but he was drinking.
Yeah.
And the man was sitting down. The man was sitting down, and he's like, he's trying to be like the third member of the podcast. Like, yo, he's just from the side. Yo, what about this person? And da-da. And we're like, yo, we're trying to be nice.
Damn right.
We're trying to be nice. Like, yo, bro, you know what? Can you please? We don't need your commentary. Like, whatever.
When we
To
get
the
there,
point.
we'll get
Exactly. Like, you know what? Can you move over here, because you know what? You're kind of on camera, and we don't need you on camera because you're leaning into. Like, yo, can you? Yo, fam, I'm not moving. Man's gonna have to move me, fam. And the energy just went. And then
100.
when we reciprocated with the same energy, that energy quieted. It quelled real quick. Now, why are you doing this to me?
Yeah.
Right? You call the boy them. They're like, what? At first it's like, yeah, you're gonna have to move me. Call the boy them to get me out of here, whatever. Now it's like, yo, what? Call the boy them to help me. Like, what do you mean, bro? That's the energy you asked for.
Yeah.
And I'm not bragging or anything, but that was...
He left a few parts out of.
Yeah, because that was probably the most tense episode there, because I have my shorty in the building same way. And yo, honest to God truth, I have to shout out Gucci, you know.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for Gucci,
That's our cameraman.
I would have tore off that guy's face way faster. Like, I would have attacked him more aggressively, more harder than actually the way I dealt with the man, because the man's like, yo, the devil's working hard, you know. The devil's working hard, you know.
Because again, a lot of times, because you're now doing media, they feel like, okay, it's like this, but they don't know, say, it is what it is.
Yo,
you know
like,
what I mean?
Old road.
Like, yo, the man, like, honestly, if I would have let Friday do what Friday wanted to do,
Yeah.
the man, because Friday just, like, Friday just, yeah, like, he just, old, like, scenarios popped in, and all of a sudden it's like, yo, the door's right there. Why are you going past the door with the man? You understand what I'm saying?
We were on range.
Yo, like, when I got back to range, it's like, all right, buddy, you want to do this?
Yeah.
And then it's like,
Take care of
yo,
this.
that was probably the most tense, because we had a guest also, and the guest was getting upset. He's like, yo, you're not going to stop me from getting on, yo. We're like, don't worry, we're going to get to you. We'll still do the podcast. Don't worry. It's not, this guy's not going to stop what we got to do. You understand what I'm saying? And the man was starting to get, like, he wanted to be like, yo, what? I'll deal with it for you real quick.
Yeah, like,
I'll deal with it.
It's like one of those scenarios, like you're in a party and the needle skips on the record and everything stops, and it's like, oh,
What's going on?
Yeah, but other than that, that was probably the most tense moment for the podcast.
You say the same thing, Friday?
Yeah, you know, now that you bring that up, that was, you know, I guess I'm such a friggin' sociopath, I guess, sometimes that just went out of my brain, and like, I literally spazzed out that day, and I rarely.
Friday Friday. That's when, like, you don't really see Friday get upset or lose it. You know? Friday was
I don't put hands on people. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
when they get you to have a
the level, the man, you know, the energy.
Yeah.
The energy, because even when we were trying to diffuse his energy, he was still trying to hype it up.
Because he probably were you guys on his ends?
We're really. Yo, the funny thing is, this is where we record religiously. Like, yo, so this is, you're on our ground now. Like, even then, at that point,
the venue invited us to do a show for them.
Well, they were doing a live 420 event, right? So we're like, sure, whatever. It works both ways for us, you know. Scratch your back, scratch our back. It works. So we come, sure, no problem. But yeah, it was like, that was probably, I would have to say, the most tense. Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, well, as I was telling you, this round is called the Rapid Facts.
Okay.
Ask you some quick questions, you just give me back some quick answers. All right,
All right, cool.
All right, so we'll go Friday, PK.
All right, cool.
All right. What's the wallpaper on your phone?
It's the regular default.
Okay.
It's a bud of weed that my friend grew.
Yeah.
It's called Skywalker number 5.
Got you. Okay. What's the last thing you Googled?
Last thing I Googled, it's probably something like for editing, like a picture or something.
Yeah. Okay.
The last thing I Googled was how to make chili.
Yeah. Okay, well then this brings me to this. Fast food or home cooking?
Home cooking.
I doubled down on that sentiment, home cooking.
Okay. All right then. Are you a cooker or a cleaner?
I multitask.
My mom raised me right, so I do both.
You understand.
My mom raised me right, so I can do both.
90s hip hop or early 2000s hip hop?
Oh.
90s, but the early 2000s has some good times. Still, I can't lie.
Once again, 90s.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What's the last book you read or reading right now?
48 Laws of Power.
You're the second person to tell me that back to back.
Yeah, me right now, the last book I read was Amazing Story of Loretta. What's her name? It's a black, she was the one with the cancer chromosomes. She's a big black.
I know what you're talking about, but the name's not coming to me.
Yeah, but it's like I'm more digital.
Yeah.
So I like to take in, I don't read as much. I should read more, like to be honest. But
we're on the same page.
Loretta lacks.
Yeah.
So, correct me, people. You know who I'm talking about.
Okay. Who was the last person you called or text?
Shotties. Shorty.
Okay.
Friday.
Yeah, all right.
Last person I called was Friday. Yo, you downstairs? Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Oh, actually, no, that's a lie. It was you.
Yeah. You're right. You're
Yeah.
100%
It was
on
you.
that. You're right.
Actually, the last person I called was you.
You're right. Last place you've been on vacation?
Dominican Republic.
Okay.
Recently.
Saint Elizabeth, Jamaica.
Yeah. All right. Senti.
Saint, yes.
All right. What's your hobby?
Ooh, that's a good fucking question. Right now, I don't have a hobby.
Yeah.
This is my hobby.
Yeah. Your hobby and your life and everything in one.
Yeah. I smoke weed, edit videos, and talk shit.
Yeah. Works.
Like I would say my hobbies is like maybe art. So I'm a creator. I like to do art. I like to do creative things. I like to make art.
Okay.
So that's one thing people don't know about me, or they do know. I like to make art.
Never thought that. Never knew that. Okay. What's the last song that was playing in your car?
None New by Pyrex.
Yeah.
Mob Deep. What is it? Niggas, win or lose.
Yeah. You're big. When it comes to West Indian food, do you prefer curry goat or oxtail?
Curry goat.
Okay. See, now that's a troubling question for me because before my last trip to Jamaica, I would have yelled oxtail hands down, no problem. But my Uncle Hammy, the man bust the goat's throat in the morning, cleaned. So at the evening time when I had that goat, and it was the best goat I've had in my life. Like, yo, to the point where I won't eat curry goat in Canada. I'm sorry.
We say that crazy.
Unless I'm going to my uncle's house in Rexdale where he lives here for the summer and he's cooking it.
Yeah. No.
I have to be back in St. Elizabeth, see the goat in the morning, be like, hey.
Right.
Because, brother, listen to me. It was the best curry goat I've had in my life. I love oxtail. I love my rice and peas. You understand what I'm saying? But, yeah, that curry goat.
Yeah.
Like I said, before my trip, I would have been like, yo, oxtail.
100.
Yeah, but now, because of that trip.
Got you fair, fair. All right. Favorite song of all time?
All time.
Of all time, B.
That's hard, man.
We asked the hard questions there.
Don't stop till you get enough, Michael Jackson.
Fair enough. Big song.
Well, I answered that question earlier. It was White Lines.
Yeah. Big.
That's like my ultimate all-time favorite track.
Okay. Favorite artist of all time?
Favorite artist of all time.
Okay, you know what? Let's pull that back. Favorite rapper of all time?
It varies between Scarface and between Jay-Z and Nas.
Yeah.
And Drake.
Yeah.
Drake is one of my favorite fucking rappers.
You know this, bro.
A lot of people don't like to admit that shit. Yeah. I'm not saying because he's not.
Whatever.
But there's some people who like Drake.
Okay, so let's clear this up. I'm not. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of, but I'm not like this guy. Like this guy always wants to make it look like, yo, I'm not a fan of Drake's music.
Yeah.
I do like Drake's music. I'm not a hardcore Drake fan, but I can respect the craft. I respect the music.
On my pants.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm just not that deep with it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing against the man's music. He makes good music.
The man can rap.
The man can rap his bars. He can rap for sure. He raps his ass off. He's got bars for days. But yeah, like, it's not my favorite rapper.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not gonna say I don't like his music.
So
yeah.
Who is your favorite rapper?
Okay, well, my favorite rapper of all time is Big Pun.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Big Pun is my favorite rapper. And then other than Big Pun,
R.I.P. Pun.
I like the old stuff. So I like, well, I'm not gonna say old, but Biggie's not that old, but I like Biggie. So it's Pun and Biggie. And then I would have to say the old, like Melly Mel's and Cool Herc and that genre, that right there, that's me in a nutshell.
Okay, crazy. This is the last one in the rapid facts. Instagram or Facebook, and why?
The gram.
The gram, but Facebook owns it anyway, so I don't fuck with Facebook because I find too many people are in a blood clot business in Facebook.
Yeah.
And they don't really, it's like, that's where I can get the rant out to my two people that actually pay attention to what I'm saying. That's how people feel about Facebook. I just post to Instagram. Yeah, I like Instagram. It's fast, it's quick,
moving.
whatever.
Keep it moving.
So I prefer Instagram over Facebook.
Yeah.
And I only have it for family.
Yeah.
With Instagram, I have a love-hate relationship with it. Like, I hate some of the ways that people act on the gram, and it's just the way that they just show their inner hurt through their selfies and ridiculous amounts of posts. But I love the way that it's become such a sick. If you use it right, it's a powerful fucking tool.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
that's what has everybody connecting and linking. That's how we even got to link, is through the Instagrams and the YouTubes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That was the end of the Rapid Facts. Now the floor is you guys' own. Big up anybody, say anything, any contact, any info. You guys leave it. You guys get to say what's up.
Well, it's me, PK Herc, as usual. I'm the same guy, Instagram, PK Herc. Shout out the usual suspects, Clear Star Studios, Beast Mode, Spoil Smokers Collective, Free People Association, Six Socks, Carpio Strength and Condition, Toronto, Heart of Toronto Basketball Development. We Love Hip Hop Network. Shout out Sav, Ghost in the Room. She's not here today, but she always keeps us on the right path. And shout out everybody that rocks with us, and shout out you for having us here. Thank you again, Muscle.
Thank you, brother.
Much thanks.
Always.
Yeah, man. Follow me all across the board, all social media platforms. Friday Ricky Dread, DRED. The website. Make sure to go to our website. Our website is crazy.
Yes,
there's news stories that are popping up every day. We have one of our interns, Kay Lucas, who's always posting on there every single day, keeping breaking news updates all the time. So check out the website, welovehiphop.ca. Follow our other page. It's called 6 Views TO. On Instagram. Big up to Empress, another one of our interns. She's posting on that daily, keeping that page buzzing. Okay, so that's. I'm really, really proud of the way that the team has come together. You know what I'm saying? So check out those two platforms, or the website that'll bring you to all those platforms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like Herc was saying, like, big up to all the people who, big up our team, and big up to all the people who hail us up in the street. You know what I'm saying?
That's when you know you're touching.
Yeah. Like, it's become a point, like, we're 2 years and change now. And at first it was weird, and it's still weird. But like, it's literally daily.
Yeah.
And I'm really, really, really appreciative of that. Like, motherfuckers don't have to watch us, fam. There's so much stuff on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
So true.
Yeah. And like, I'm walking, it doesn't matter what the fuck time it is, because I live downtown. And it's like, yo, we love hip hop. Right? And like, I'll be a little bit weird and shit. Like, to the person, like, they might be like, "Oh, fuck, what's wrong with him? Why is he got that deer in the headlight look?" And but when I walk away, I'm smiling. I'm like, "Yo, motherfuckers are really like they just know us for talking shit."
I tell you right now, more times I'll call Friday, like, just happened Friday. I was here so and so earlier, like last week. I was by Yonge and Eglinton, just minding my business, walking. He's like, "Oh yeah, I see that U-turn. I wanted to make it." I was like, "Oh yeah. Thank you. Keep watching. More subscribers. Tell your friends to watch. Because it is a little off-putting, but I'm getting used to it, and I appreciate it because the vibe is right. The energy, the energy is always nice.
Approach.
Like out of 100 interactions, maybe 2 were negative, and it wasn't even
100 interactions. Oh my god! I think you might be lowballing it now.
No, I'm saying in 100. I'm not saying I'm just saying within 100 interactions.
Yeah.
Like, for example, on the Raptors parade, I walked the parade. I was there. I walked from my block all the way to Nathan Phillips Square. And people were like, "Yo, the show, man's riding. Yo, we love hip hop on the bike." And I'm like,
"Buddy, it's the power to ink."
Buddy, this is the Raptor parade. Like,
we'll deal with that.
Deal with them.
People were like, like, "Yo, keep doing your thing. We fuck with the show. Respect what you're doing. Keep doing it." And I appreciate all of that love. I may feel a little weird sometimes, but I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I get it. The weirdest ones is when they screenshot that they're watching it on TV. It's like, that makes me feel kind of weird. It's like, what am I doing on your TV in your house? And I mean, that's that feeling.
Yeah, I have people tell me, like, I had one of my friends. He's like, "Yeah, I'm telling my girl I know him. That's my G from the, OG from my block. I know him from the block. Like, we go back." He's like, she's like, "I don't believe you, whatever." I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna shout you out on the show. I'm gonna shout you out." He's like, "Yes, please do that for me, because and I'm like, right? So it's like, even those little things like that, just like, you're watching me and you need me to shout you out, so you're like, okay, like,
and it's that crazy.
It's just mind-boggling to me, but I appreciate every moment.
Yeah, and able to create opportunities and like even hire people and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's just
Even that, to have interns and people that are working towards the same goal, it's impressive.
You know, you're right, because a lot of times when you create a job for somebody, it just makes things different. But again, you guys, I watch you guys a lot. And I mean, because my thing is very wide. I watch from madness to the left the madness to the right, and everything in the middle. So I watch everything and I like the movement. That's why I seen PK a couple months ago. I said, yo, we got to connect. He said, okay, cool. Sent him the DM, sent back. He said, all right, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
That's what I rate with you guys. You know what I mean? Thank you so
problem.
very much.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us, yo.
Thank you guys.
Like
It was
even
a
this
good
side of the
combo.
table is
Yeah.
weird, right? Like we've done a handful.
Everything
of these.
everything is weird until it's not weird.
We've done a handful.
You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah.
Facts.
We've done a handful of these where we're like, oh, you're interviewing us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Cool.
know what I mean? That's all good. But again, thank you guys. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this has been another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast, and we are out. Yo. This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.